Russia has repeatedly denied that it is targeting civilians. This is as its military continues its advancement through Ukraine. Our international affairs editor, Dominic Waghorn, is in Moscow, and he put the civilian deaths to the Russian Foreign Ministry spokesperson, Maria Zakharova.
So you're trying to protect civilians, but we've seen one civilian building hit after another, residential blocks, Freedom Square in Kharkiv, local government buildings, and we've seen mounting numbers of civilian casualties. Are your soldiers just bad at targeting, or are you actually lying about this?
If you're going to ask a question in the same tone, I'm not going to speak to you. You can ask these questions to your British politicians, but here you should behave properly. If you can't do this, you shouldn't be a journalist. Do you understand me? We're open to all. I repeat, I haven't finished my answer. I perfectly understand, because I also studied in the Faculty of International Information, and I know how you should pose questions when you want to put your position into that. I would like to point your attention to the fact that from the very beginning, the Ministry of Defense is targeting the military infrastructure. As Minister Lavrov stated today, it's true that there are victims among armed forces and among civilians. But it's surprising that you are asking this question. You are a representative of a country that for so many years, for decades, has been waging a bloodshed war in countries that don't have a common border with you. And about who is lying, it's the British government is lying. When they supported the invasion of Iraq, but later they recognized that it was a lie, but they were not responsible for that. Do you have any questions? Because it will be a pleasure for me to answer them.
The building in Kharkiv and Freedom Square is not a military target, and yet was clearly hit by a missile that destroyed the building. And we've seen any number of residential buildings, blocks of flats, homes, entire villages being wiped out by Russian fire. I mean, what I'm saying, and whether you object to my tone or not, is this bad aiming, bad targeting by the Russian military, or are you being disingenuous with these claims that you're not targeting civilians?
There is a third option. You have mentioned two options. There's a third one. These are fakes. These are materials published by Ukrainian fighters. And when they show these materials, this is the result of what Ukrainian fighters are doing. Can you give me materials you're talking about? We will give them to the Ministry of Defense, and they will comment them. And the way how you are making this conversation, this is just a part of the propaganda.